We're at Tallebudgera Holiday Park. This is a prime example of why we prefer campgrounds and showgrounds, and just bloody packed in here. Big park, but it is chockers. Same as everywhere in the area. Just chockers. That's the only bit of grass we've got on our site, just there. The rest of it's just dirt, because it's been overused. Anyway, not to worry. Plenty of space on the beach out there. Like?
Age, basic, nothing special.
Really?
For the money we paid. No.
$70 a night.
$72.50 actually.
$72.50 a night. Don't know.
It's right on the road.
Ah.
Oh, that might be the camp kitchen there. Bloody long way from where we are.
Well, it has, oh, as Victor said, a camp kitchen. Seems to have a cafe in there. 2 pools, one for the kids and one for adults. What else? It's got those silly pedal cars for kids.
Yeah, those silly things.
Yeah, probably a bit noisy over this side of the park, but we're not on the traffic side, which is good. So these are the premium waterfront sites. Little swimming enclosure, or is it a resting? I think it's a resting spot for the seagulls.
I think it's an enclosure. See, there must be bull sharks in there.
But how do you know it's not just floating? So, Tallebudgera Creek. Pretty popular. Water's nice and clean. See the fish down there.
Stingray, is it?
Oh, it's fish.
Look, they've got 2 wedges.
Yeah. Mouth of the creek. At the main beach over there. So around the tip of the headland, and there's the Gold Coast. What's it called now? It's still called the Gold Coast?
Oh, probably not. It's probably got another name. I don't know what it is.
It's a Saturday afternoon. Last time we walked through here on a Sunday, there was no space to sit. Strange. I don't know what it is. People just set up for picnics here all the time.
It's lovely.
Just spend their afternoons here. And stop in the middle of the path so you run up their butts. Anyway. I don't think we've seen anywhere else around where they do this, have we?
No. No.
Maybe in Sydney.
They make the most of it, don't
they? Yeah. Probably happens in Sydney a lot, but I don't know. Maybe they come down from Brisbane for a picnic. So you reckon this place has changed?
Yeah. It's on steroids now.
All seems to be food and fashion.
And yeah, lots of drinky places.
Yeah.
Bars, that's what they're called.
Drinky places.
Bars.
I walked up here to have a look in the little surf shop. It used to be on the front street. But it's there no more. And there used to be a big surf shop down here as well, but it's gone.
The rent probably got too high.
Yeah. There's only Rip Curl now, and that's 2 retails. Very, very busy. Haven't done stairs for a while. Time to do some. Good climb. We had an ice cream, so we got to burn off the ice cream. Pretty steep. Hey. This time yesterday we were up the top of the headland there. Now we're out on the end of the breakwall. You got surface in the paradise in the surface paradise in the background there. And this way, Coolangatta. Looks like it's raining down at Coolangatta. We're on the road to a place called Coraki near Lismore, and the good old nav man's taking us another little road. Dirt road, very bumpy. So what do you think, boss?
Seems nice enough. Peaceful.
Coraki. It's on the junction of Vicky,
the Wilson and the Richmond rivers.
Yeah, very good. So it's just a little park. Looks like there's only about 20 sites or so.
I don't know, there seems to be more up that end.
Oh.
Or is that...
No, I think that's park. It looks like unpowered along the river there. So it was $30 a night power and water, or 21 unpowered. Right on the river. Very, very peaceful.
You wouldn't have got water though if you'd had unpowered.
Well, I think the unpowered's along. Oh no, you wouldn't have got water.
See, I would have preferred to be there because it's in the sun, but we wouldn't have had water.
Pub right across the road. There's a bakery down there, and I've just got...
There's a couple of sites down there. I thought they might be unpowered.
There's a power box on the pole. It's got the best looking pie and sausage roll I've seen in a long time, so I'm going to sit over here by the river and get fat. How peaceful. Not a breath of wind. So I think it's about 24 k's to Lismore. And we were thinking of going to Lismore to do this end of the Northern Rivers Rail Trail, but it's not open yet. So we'll have to come back to do that. There's supposed to be an 11-kilometre section opening very soon. But, yeah. What a peaceful place. And a bit of history. My father apparently was born here in Coraki. There's a museum that doesn't open until Wednesday. So I'm guessing my grandmother lived here as well, I think. But I'm not sure. My grandfather apparently worked on the tick gates. There must have been tick gates here somewhere. Just going for a bit of a ride, pathway along the river. Don't think it goes very far, but out here somewhere there's a historic bridge we might find. So there you go, that's where the two rivers meet. The Richmond and the Wilson, right there. The one point of interest in Coraki is the Glebe Bridge. 1904 I think it was built.
Does it open?
Well, the whole middle section lifts up. See where that car is now?
Yeah, why would it lift up? What would come up here?
Boats.
But why?
Don't know. But that looks like it's as close as we can get.
Look, it's got all grass and stuff attached to it.
Probably from the floods. Yeah, so we can't get any closer. And apparently the centre section lifts up. So, Coraki on the Richmond River. I don't know how to express it. It's like all the things you read about your family history sort of come together. On our last trip we went to Burleigh on the south coast of New South Wales, which is where my grandfather was born. So after Burleigh, my grandfather and his family, his father was Henry James Hardacre, moved from Burleigh to the Richmond River. My great-grandfather was the manager of a property called Exeter, somewhere on the Richmond River, and he managed that for a long time. So I guess my grandfather lived there, and it must be around here that my grandfather got married to gone blank, but her surname was Stanford, and my father was born here in Coraki. So there's 3 generations have lived in this small town. It's weird. Surely they've come down to this same park area, probably swum in the river. Just a weird feeling. Yes. Anyway, that's my weird story for the day. Violet Grace, that was her name. Violet Grace Stanford. There were a few Stanfords listed in the cemetery, but it doesn't say in the records the names of their offspring. So I don't know whether that's my great-grandparents on the other side or not, without doing a bit more research. But just went and had a drink in the pub. And just out of interest, Henry James, when he who's my great-grandfather, when he left Coraki and moved to Sydney, and had the pub at Piermont. before he retired. Good family of drinkers. Hopefully it shows up, but obviously to the east there's some cane fields being burnt tonight. We're just taking a day trip into Lismore. Well, how long is it since the flood?
Sorry?
The 18 months since the last flood, wasn't it? Still heaps of...
Would that be from the flood?
Don't know.
It's pretty high up.
But on the way in there's heaps of houses still derelict. Looked like the Norco factory was still closed. Done the park up. Skateboard ramp still works.
That's different. Metal.
A butter churn from the Norco factory. Tell us about the Norco factory, Vic. You just read it.
I did.
One of the largest in Australia.
Ah, it was one, and it was one of the largest in the world at one stage.
No. So this churn made 2 tons of butter 3 to 4 times a day.
See there it says, but also one of the largest butter factories in the world.
No. And just over there is the river that did all the damage. Hello, she's trying to get it to go. A lot of nice old buildings around here. Now apparently in the last flood the water was up to the awnings there. You can see that awnings have been removed on this building. What was it? 16 metres?
11.
11 metres from the river. Oh yeah, another 3 metres above our head at the minute.
Probably 4 metres above.
And be 4 metres above your head. So we're standing on top of the levee bank. So the levee bank and the wall, which is the wall over there, goes for 3 kilometres.
Those white things.
Pontoons. So we're down at water level. Mind blowing. You can see the line. Oh, you can't. It's about 3 boards up on the 3rd story where the water's come to.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine, isn't it?
It is. Alright. That looks like a lot of the shops and areas like this are just given up on.
The girl in the cafe said that the water level was up to the 1st story of the building.
Well, it is fenced off, sort of.
Burleigh.
Yeah, so I guess more than half of it's back alive, but
Wonder how many times it's been flooded. It's almost like they've given up.
yeah.
Oh, look at all the bands.
Along the side of the main shopping centre, the main township. And apparently the levee bank worked until 2007 when it was first topped. Hey, what do you think of Lismore?
The town itself's nice. Don't get much on the inhabitants.
I guess there's a lot of homeless people from the floods.
Yeah.
Use that as an excuse.
I don't know.
But anyway, we had coffees and something to eat. So
Went to the op shop.
yeah,
Jim got a pair of tongs.
a new pair of tongs.
I got a nice dress.
Anyway, we're out of here. Home tomorrow.
To our one child.
To a very quiet house.
It'd be weird not having a welcoming community.
So I guess that's it for this trip. Probably have the afternoon off.
Yeah. Don't know what we'll do.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Say bye, bin chickens.
Bye, bin chickens. Bye, Lismore. It's a great little park over there. Fantastic. Your little train.
It is a nice park.
Little train ride.
Miniature train track.
Little trampolines built into the ground.
Looks like a skate park that they can pick up and move when the flood comes again. This is the closed Lismore train station, and apparently it's going to be the start of the rail trail which will go all the way to Mawilumbar eventually. And obviously we're a few years too early for this one.
That must be the station master's little house.
Do you think?
Or maybe it was the toilet. Better when it's better.
Thought we were done for the day, but one last stop.
Casino. 2470. That was.
Don't think we've been here before either, have we?
No, but that's the postcode we used to get in the thing.
We'll have to wipe that out, otherwise you'll be able to get
I
into
didn't
the
say where.
amenities.
Must be the Wellington books people.
You got a gun.
Probably a walkie-talkie, make it look like a gun.
No, it's not. It must be the
Why would he
security
be able
guard.
to have an arm?
Must be an armour guard around.
Right,